Time for the would-be mid-tier finals. Oh, true, true. This exact set could have happened last tournament. But it didn't because I beat Max Power in a reverse 3-0 set, which was really, really cool, honestly, for me. But I also think it was a really good set to watch as a spectator because it's very back and forth. Anyhow, so without further ado, we've got some Kirby versus Sheik, RipplePuff versus Max Power. And this should be a set. I don't know if it'll be an interesting one. It depends on how they play, but I think both players are very good. Kirby has a lot of combo potential. Sheik Needle's super strong. She doesn't have a lot of KO power. She normally like combos people really well with F tilt into like various things, but I'm not sure she gets much on Kirby due to his like lightweight and like floatiness. It's very possible that she gets very little in the way of like infinites or like combos or like sort of like chain grab-esque kind of shenanigans. Anyhow, so far we've seen RipplePuff pull in a nice huge lead with a whole stock deficit, only at 55%, not too bad. Just gonna see if she can maintain that, you know, just like, hey, I don't need to throw myself into you and just get hit by everything. I'm gonna hang back here when I got this lead, and I'm gonna catch you when you step out of line. I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna put pressure, but I'm not gonna put pressure that's reckless, you know. Just make the reads, make the reactions, the call-outs. But actually, speaking of, Max kind of pulling it back a little bit, getting some up. The moment I say it, instantly starts getting body, takes 41. But did have a nice little thing going there for a sec. A little bit of disrespect with the chain. Don't know if Max was maybe going for a chain jacket thing. I did see him do that in the first weekly tournament, the Netplay Nonsense #1. He pulled that out against who was it? It was against someone who was playing Peach. I think it was Hoenn. Yeah, he pulled that against Hoenn. He did a chain jacket thing and got a KO at like 160. Looked so silly. Remember he tried doing that against me too. Didn't quite get it, but he did get some shenanigans off with the chain. So far, pretty close now. Max Power able to close that lead a little bit. Just a few percent separating the two. Not too bad. Little up B action. Wind boxes might have messed it up a little bit there. Can be a little weird. It's got when Sheik's up B is kind of weird. It's weirdly not too punishable. Ooh, and an up throw to back air, making it look like a real combo. That is not a thing, by the way, I'll have you know. And not only that, but back air should not kill on that percentage. That was around 109 when that stock was taken just now. But my guess there, RipplePuff got caught a little off guard there. Maybe wasn't expecting the back air. Just kind of throwing something out, maybe trying to go for a fastball and get a punish of her own, but just barely getting caught out. Gets hit with the back air and straight into the blast zone with it. A little bit of what they call Pat G DI. Very legendary. Max just pulling back a little bit, maybe trying to get some room to breathe. Charge up some needles, looking at possibly maybe needle into something. Or even just use needles to force an approach from Kirby. Catch, you know, RipplePuff out of her comfort zone in a spot where she shouldn't be. Not really like rushing to do too much, just saying, you know what? I got this stock lead, you gotta come to me. I'm gonna punish you if you sit back and just wait. I'm gonna get these needles, I'm charging them. And RipplePuff getting some back airs in. Goes off stage, a little committal. Doesn't quite get anything from it though. Does give up a little stage positioning. But Max with another chain. Maybe again going for a jacket. Gets sledge hogged though. That's going to be a bit of an early stock in a way. In a way, I say, because it's, you know, 110, that's roughly KO percent. But with the way this game's been going, not a lot of early stock have been taken. Outside of that early stock taken on Kirby's second stock at 104. That one was early, but other than that, I've seen these stocks last for a bit. Ooh, and it looks like we had a crash or something. Seems RipplePuff disconnected. That is unfortunate. They're going to have to, like, play this last stock. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That's not a crash. That's someone quit. I'm pretty sure that's pretty sure that's a crash, or someone. I don't know. I have no idea how someone would have hit escape, and I don't think Kirby would be doing that in this situation here. Either way, that's wow. That is unfortunate. Oof. What do we do in this situation? Oh, want to do 97, 39. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to continue the set. It's going to be a little weird, but they're going to have to continue the set. So the way they're going to do it is they're just going to go right back to the same characters, same stage, and they're just going to essentially recreate the situation without, ideally, the crash. Just same percentage. Oh, I never left. I'm still in there, but I guess I got to reconnect. Bugged out on my end too, I guess. Okay. Well, let's get back in there then. Okay. I'm in there. I'm in there. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. We're waiting for everyone to be all set up. I got my port ready. Ew, they put RipplePuff in port 3 now instead of port 2. So that's going to be yellow instead of blue. So the color's not going to match the way it should. Kind of a dance game. But we'll make do. We'll make do. Alright, so because of how things got really weird and just like randomly the game literally just crashed, and, you know, what can you do? Netplay problems. Happens. Kind of sucks. But, you know, you make do with what you got. Doesn't happen often, but every now and again, you see something like that happen. Unfortunate, though, it had to be, like, in the middle of a tournament set. They got it running back to the exact same stage. Both put themselves on the last stock, and then they have to put themselves at the correct percent. This is a really strange occurrence. I don't think I've ever seen this have a situation like this have to happen during the middle of one of my tournaments, so very odd. Even including offline tournaments. Was it 39? I don't think it was 39. Oh, it was 39. It was 97 to 39. Wow. How convenient both these characters happen to have a rapid jab that does, like, pretty okay damage. Works really well for the scaling. Not having to worry about, you know, it was 37 to 39 to 97, so a couple more hits would put it right, but that's fine. They're gonna go ahead and continue from right this point. So right off the bat, little needle action coming in from Max. Isn't exactly the exact same scenario they had, unfortunately, but they can play this out. The situation's still manageable for both players. So it might have thrown off Max's rhythm just a little bit. Oh, and a downer off stage! Oh, almost takes the stock. Max just barely snatching that ledge. Let's go, though, just in time for our RipplePuff to be able to grab ledge. Gets forwarded, no DI. Doesn't die, though. Boy, if that was melee, oh my god, and a forward smash near the ledge! Even with DI, that's gonna be a stock. My goodness, what a situation. That is just, oh, what a weird first game to start their set. But first game going to RipplePuff. Sure, an odd turn of events. Let me update that score counter. There we go. First game going to RipplePuff. And for anyone curious about stuff like why they had one stock, it's because the match had to be replayed after the game crashed. Anyhow, let's get right into game 2. Seeing a little counter pick action with FD from Max Power. Ooh, a little bit of combo action coming out from the Kirby, but eats a was that a buffer Dacus? It looked like, well, it's a Dacus from a mile away, I'll tell you that. And he got both hits. Big damage coming from Sheik. Not a really like combo-esque, but just a little two-piece. Doing like 23, 30 damage almost. I don't know, that was crazy. Ooh, and RipplePuff with a little call-out action on the spot dodge. Gets the downer, reads some rolls, gets a forward smash out of nowhere. What's going on? Gets the ledge hog just in time. Wow, Max really getting taken to town right now by RipplePuff's Kirby. This is looking a little crazy. Forward throw into up air, the classic Kirby combo, guaranteed every time on just about every character. Certainly on all the fast-falling ones. Goodness. And now we've got another stock lead here for RipplePuff. 140% to 54 though. Not too insignificant, but not impossible to come back from for Max for sure. Just needs to find a way to close this stock out and even up those percents just a bit. Not sure, Ninja. Ooh. And a little greedy charged forward smash there from Kirby. Getting shielded and a little bit whiff punished. Just giving up a little percent as the stocks are even now. Only percent is all that separates them. Max not looking to like necessarily force an approach. You kind of just throw out some needles and whiff punish. Now that they're not on the same stock, Kirby doesn't have any projectiles that are reliable in this matchup. So Max kind of doesn't have to do too much. Kind of just take his time, pick his spots, pick his openings. You know, RipplePuff isn't exactly like rushing him down, kind of in a super aggressive, impressive way. So kind of lets both players breathe a little bit. It's a weird thing when you find two players and if they're not like running each other down, like running at each other, you find both players tend to relax more, and at the same time maybe even some tense up whenever they like get near each other. It's kind of strange because they're like interacting so little. It almost makes every interaction they do have a little bit more intense. Maybe a little less spaghetti though. But second stock there, taken from Max Power by RipplePuff. Another stock lead, continuing the theme of this tournament set thus far. A little forward throw to up air, forward tilt, and another crash. What is going on with this nonsense? Looked like 37 to 125, 2 stocks to 1. Gotta wonder if it's from my end or something. Because that's the second time. It's only happened with these two, though. Wow, again, that's crazy. I did get a screenshot, though. Oh my god, that's not the screenshot that I needed. It was like 39 to 127. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do here. What's the game plan? I think it's because Frisk is DCing. I don't think it's that. I disconnected after it crashed. It could be that, but I don't think that's the thing. Let me actually just... Let me try hosting. See if that fixes it. Let me just host it myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay. Anyway. Join mine. Trying to get them to join mine. My goodness. What is going on here? Just join my lobby so we can get on with it. Oh my goodness. This is taking quite a while. Okay. There we go. They're both in. Let's assign ports. Alright, so take myself off. We'll put Max in first port. We'll put RipplePuff in port 2 and disable port 3. There we go. Let's set the buffer to whatever 50. Let's see, 58. 40 times 5. Yeah, okay. 8 times 5 is 40. So we'll just do we'll do 10. No, I'm stupid. 7. Obviously 7. 7 or 6, either's good.
Survival!
What? Do I need to turn a pad buffer a bit? Seems... There we go. 125 versus 37. Okay, well there you go. There's the percentages. Let's see them jump right back in. Wow, what a weird set this one's gonna be to stitch up for YouTube. Seemed like a pain in the butt. Either it's not gonna end up uploaded, or it'll be like they have to download the VOD and like splice the parts together. It's kind of scuffed. Well, let me get this fixed real quick. There we go, and as you can see, they're SDing their stocks to even up the percents and the stock to what they had before. Again, for the second time during the set. Hopefully there won't be a third. There we go. Nearly there. A little bit longer. There you go. Okay, and there we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. There they go. And there we are. Game 2. Looking very heavily so far in RipplePuff's favor. So she's up a whole stock. Ooh, eats a neutral air. No DI. Loses the stock. Just like that, things are evened up instant. 36% is all that separates. And with the Sheik needles, those can do a lot. Roughly like 20%, if I'm not mistaken, when fully charged. Something close to that. It's very possible. 30, 50%. Now all that separates the two. It's wild. Just absolutely wild stuff right now. Going on. Both on last stock. Only 5% separating the two. 20% now. Just a little bit of opening action for Max. See what Max can pull off, though. Maybe RipplePuff gets it. Maybe Max gets it. We do know Max has a long way to go, though. This is a 2 out of 3. This stock could be his last in winner's side. Very well could not be the last, though. If he takes this stock, then they got a whole nother game to play out, and hopefully that won't crash. We'll see what happens, though. So far, 50%. and moving on up. RipplePuff kind of keeping his cool, trying to not rush into anything and get hit in a position that put him in a spot to lose his stock. Gets a little grab, gets some pummels in, a quick down throw. No real follow-up. Does eat some needles, though. Ooh. Actually just trying to find that opening. Trying to find some way to get something. A down throw, and gets the up air. Oh my goodness. RipplePuff just barely living with some excellent DI. 155 to 73. Another up air. That one's a little stale, though, so no shot on that one. With bad DI, maybe. With good DI, no chance. Nope, no chance in the world. It's another grab. Ooh, 83. That's not too far off for KO percent. Power's got to find some way to get this stock closed. Otherwise, a little bit is all RipplePuff needs. Just one little opening, one little back air, one F smash with bad DI, and that could be the game. And the only reason why I make it sound like Max is in a better position here is just, or why RipplePuff's in a better position is just because in this matchup, Sheik definitely struggles more to KO than Kirby does. Kirby's got his back air, he's got up smash, he's got back, forward smash, down smash even. All these options that are like pretty decent for KO. The dash attack will do it though, 200%. Just about anything will KO there. That's gonna be game 2, going to Max. The question is, will we see another crash? Let's hope not. Going into game 3 though. RipplePuff having some troubles apparently. Apparently RipplePuff's having some C-stick issues. You can get a quick reset and that's fine. At least we're not having to restart the whole game from scratch. It's just hey, we're counting that game. We're loading up another. Just get right back in. It's not a big deal. Oh, did he not join yet? Oh, he didn't rejoin yet. Why didn't he rejoin? Oh my goodness. Now I gotta close this because it's just Max. Why didn't she rejoin? Rejoin already, Ripple. Come on. Breaking my balls here. Same code. Get in here already. Breaking my balls here. Oh my god. Disconnected. What is going on? What? Oh, no. Wait, I don't think so. I think we're fine. Waiting for Ripple. Okay, there we go. RipplePuff is in there. Let's go. We already got the buffer set. Let's just jump right in. A little scuffed. I'm not gonna lie. This is easily the most scuffed tournament stream or tournament set that I've ever had to stream. Not even kidding. This is literally. I don't even. I don't know. I don't even. Super scuffed. It's the most scuffed tournament set I've ever watched in my life, let alone commentated. Okay, we got the gameplay up on the screen again. So what we got? Okay. RipplePuff pulling out the Meta Knight. Says, you know what? Those Kirby games were a little too close. Time to play a real character. I'm going Meta Knight. Here we go. And right off the bat with the tornado. Uh-oh. Misspaces that landing, though. Doesn't get punished, though. Max maybe just not expecting that, though. Maybe expected a little glide attack or an instant cancel. Something not punishable. So RipplePuff kind of getting away with it a little bit there. 43% lead in RipplePuff's favor, though. It's a little shuttle loop on the shield. Safe landing gets a grab, but nothing too crazy yet. Just a small percentage, 50%. Not too crazy. Now, I will be honest, I'm not too familiar with how this matchup goes, but if I'm not mistaken, Sheik does have grab release into Dacus as a confirm on Meta Knight, and that's like a free KO at like 120 or so, if I'm not mistaken. It might be even earlier than that. You might be able to KO at like 100. But something along the lines of, I think it's like a slightly charged and kills like 110, 120, I don't know. But there's some confirmed potential, and obviously Sheik does have her little F-tilt chains that she can do at low percents to most characters. They apply here too. Ooh, and an unfortunate recovery. Max trying to get straight on that ledge, goes a little too low. He easily could have gone up high above the ledge, no problem. The problem is he didn't want to put himself in that spot because then he can get edge guarded. But he wanted to go straight directly into the ledge and just went slightly below. And as a result, did lose his stock at a percent when he would not have wanted to otherwise. 47, 57. RipplePuff just racking up these percents. Holding the stock lead, because you know I'm going to get some extra credit real quick here, don't mind me. The little dimension cape to the ledge. Max not really trying to ledge trap, not really trying to go for anything committal, just punish that Meta Knight off stage. Saying, you know what? Nah, you got that. I'll let you back. That's fine, bro. Honestly, very surprised. Actually, not too surprised. Never mind. Not that surprised that RipplePuff took Max to Yoshi's Island. Most likely a deliberate counterpick, just because the Yoshi's platform is always in the center there. It's going to be very odd and very uncommon, I think, where Max will have these positions to get the grab release into Dacus. These ledges can do some little funky things too, where they like mess with their needles. Because of the slants, there's like times where you'll be near the ledge, you threw your needle and it hits the ground. It's really awkward. Just truly seems like one of the worst stages for Sheik to play on. Which kind of makes me wonder why he didn't ban it. Wonder if maybe he banned Lilat. But anyhow, Max did close the stock lead, but he has a percentage gap that he's got to make up for. So, 80%, 82 now. Gets the grab release into the Dacus, gets the double hit, huge percentage. Gets another one. Oh, the chain grab. Yo, I'm not sure if that one's real, if I'm being honest. Does get it though. Do you know there are a lot of characters who do have something like that, or at least a few, where they'll have like a chain grab of their own on Meta Knight where it's a grab release. I know Zero Suit has it for sure. I believe Marth has it. I know for sure Sonic has it, but the thing with Sonic's is that Meta Knight has to specifically grab release himself through the air, so he has to be like mashing jump, which is kind of dumb for him to do that, but you know. It is what it is. It's one of those things. Anyhow, Max put himself in a pretty strong position here. Just needs to close out this stock. Gets a neutral air. Out of shield to punish that glide attack. Nearly takes the stock. Doesn't quite get it. Just barely not enough. Only a little bit of percent on Max's stock right here. Just looking to end that stock and then close up that percentage gap and make something happen. Nothing happens for him. This is going to be his winner's bracket tournament life. We'll have to see him moving on from losers. We'll see what happens here, though, because right now, RipplePuff trying to hold it together, not lose her stock early, just rack some damage for free, get all that extra credit she can, and make something of it. You know, if I'm in RipplePuff's shoes here, I'm saying to myself, I don't need to commit to anything. If Max does something that I think I can punish hard, I'm going to punish it hard. But I'm not going to put myself in a spot where I know I'm going to get hit, or there's a high chance of it for nothing. And just like that, little forward smash off the ledge, pulling him out a little bit on that ledge jump. Taking the stock at roughly 200. It's a little forward tilt, but it says nope. I'm not with it. I'm gonna SDI out and I'm gonna hit you with this up air. That's another thing. A lot of these characters that are like mid-tier, low-tier, a lot of them are there because of matchups and stuff, but they also, it almost seems like a lot of those characters also struggle where like a lot of their bread and butter, or like just the things that make them work, can sometimes just be SDI'd. You see this a lot with stuff like Sonic's forward air. You can happen with Sheik's F tilt. Like her F tilt's super dumb if you never SDI it, because you'll just get caught in there for like 30 to 40% easily. But if you SDI it, you just see a lot less. Just like that one down air off stage at 130, that's going to be Max's last stock in winners.